welcome back to a train wreck. Just kidding. Actually, you caught me in the middle of putting some new shocks on the back of the Jeep. While hauling some heavier loads, I realized that, it's probably time to do coil springs, but also the shocks I've got are really old. I think they may actually be the originals. They just don't hold up very well. So I got these coil-over load adjustable shocks from Monroe. So we're gonna try them out. I've heard some good things about these. To get off the bolts, to pull what we got going on underneath there, we're gonna need 13, and I believe this is an 18. But first thing I'm gonna do, I'm jacking up the back axle till it's lifted off the floor. Then we're gonna throw a couple jack stands under the corners of the body, and then we're gonna drop that jack so that those tires can actually sag, give us some space to work down there. All right, so first things first, this bolt right here, it's gonna have to come off. I'm gonna need both hands for this. This one was a little bit tight, getting this nut to break free. I guess this is a stud down here, not a bolt. So what I did was I actually positioned my jack underneath this, and I just jacked it up very slowly until the weight of the vehicle broke that loose. So if you don't have an impact or a great angle, but you can get that under there, great. So pull got a washer with it. It's a nut and washer. We got that. Make sure, well, I feel like that's just bushing in there. So we got that off. Next is gonna be really fun. All right, the top part of this shock is up there. That's a bar pin. So you've got, I believe, what's called a flag nut running back behind there from somewhere up in there. You can access it some way. You can get new ones if you need to. But yeah, the top of this bar pin, only certain shocks will fit in this. There is a bar pin eliminator kit, so you can use any universal shock. But as it stands, we have access to the right shock. So 13 millimeter. Let's see, okay. One hand not strong enough to break it loose. These are angled in there, so it's not straight up and down. Getting crud on my eyes. Ah, it hurts. Oh, there we go, it's moving. Feel it out. Oh, it's loosening up. There we go. Make sure we don't break them, but I have a pretty rust-free vehicle. It's been pretty good to me. I'm trying to be good to it, so. Yeah, we're not gonna have a problem getting that out of there. So I'm just gonna zip these out real quick. They're all breaking loose, and then I'll just pop this off. Then we'll go up top and we'll take a look at the shock. All right, now we got it free. This is the nasty, greasy old shock. Yeah, it dampens a little bit. It's not completely bad, but I mean, that's pretty squishy. This side was okay as far as sag and everything goes, but this, I gotta actually like put it down and put body weight, and it rebounds immediately. So it's got a lot of rebound to it. So obviously there's some differences in construction. Both of them have bar pin. So it's gonna fit right up there. Both of them have, this I believe has a polyurethane bushing. This one has a classic rubber bushing. It's pretty solid. I'm liking it. So we're gonna crawl under there, and we're gonna see if we can't get this bolted on there, lined up, just as easy as the old one came out. Well, obviously, this is hanging down a little bit lower than we want it, but we're starting it up here. Starting it by hand. The first thing I've noticed, big difference, is this coil takes up a lot more space than the body of the old shock does. So as far as getting your hands or getting a tool in here around the coil, between the gas tank and the coil, between the frame and the coil, is gonna be a little bit more of a chore. So I'm gonna have to use two hands for this. If I run into any snags or it's harder than I thought, I will come back to you on that. All right, it was actually pretty easy to reach that up, because if it's hanging free, the shock rotates on the bar pins, and you can actually just get this right up on there. You don't have a lot of room to turn it, but you have enough room to turn it little by little. So we got that all the way cranked as tight as we dare. And then I'm gonna show you how I think we'll get this compressed to fit over the stud. All right, so my idea is working. So what I did, put a block under the tire of the jack, line it up roughly, and then make sure nothing goes out of spec here, because it's, yep. Hey, it's me editing this video, and I cannot stress to you enough what an absolute nightmare it actually was. That jack kept falling over and over again, right? Finally, I got it in the right place, and you'll see as the clip continues how I had to line it up with my feet and kick it in. Well, I didn't even video the other side. The other side was even worse because it's facing the opposite direction. You're blocked by the wheel. There's no easy access to it. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. It killed me. Like, if I look more and more disheveled towards the end of this video, that's why. Yeah, you should probably get a spring compressor, because these came uncompressed. That's the #1 complaint I've seen about them. But I worked around not having one by positioning my jack around it, spacing it with a block, putting both of my feet on this end so that it didn't flip upwards, and then kicking it forward when I was level with the bolt. If you don't want to do this, then just go rent a spring compressor, compress that bad boy yourself, and slide her on easy. But yeah, I'm gonna go wiggle that around and get that on. All right, that's 2 removed. One is in. I got both of them out. They come out a whole lot easier than this particular one goes in, but I was expecting that. It's just making me be a little creative. We're gonna try this second one with just stuff I have on hand, cheap stuff. Let's see if I can compress this spring outside of the car without a spring compressor. Well, it's partially compressed. I've taken a lot of strain off. We used 3 heavy-duty cable ties down here. Let's go down. I'll put it down there and I'll see if it makes this any easier. Okay, the zip ties did nothing. That second shock broke my body and my spirit, and somehow, while trying to press it on over that stud, I managed to pop the bushing out. So now I gotta get this bushing back in too, without chewing it up too much more. But the good thing is, the other side was a success. That is a 1.5 inch lift in the back. We had that will settle down a little bit. This is exactly what it says it really brings to it. We had 29.5, now we're at 31. Let me double check my math. Yep, we're just about 31 back there. And my front ride height is 30, well, look at that, it's 31. So putting new shocks in the back actually leveled out my ride. What do you know? Anyway, so can a guy in a garage without the right tools do this? Yeah, but you're gonna suffer. This might be a job where you just get some spring compressors, like do your research, get some more tools. Anyway, it's possible. I'll test drive this later, but for now, a broken man signing out. Have a good day. Bye. Well, yeehaw, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a couple of weeks here since, well, actually, yeah, it's been a little less than 2 weeks since I installed the rear Monroe load adjusting shocks in the Jeep Cherokee. Today, we're gonna put it to the test. Not just in on-the-road driving, which I'm doing right now. I'm actually on my way to pick up a very heavy load of stone that I'm gonna put in the back of the Jeep, and we're gonna see how it handles then. But in the meantime, just enjoy the ride along.
Find your way on a map. You took the wrong turn, forgot where you came from, and now there ain't no going back. What does it mean to be lonely? You're sitting alone in a room, and all you can hear is the ringing in your ears. There ain't no one to talk to but you. Should you take another turn? Can you find another way? Should you talk to yourself a little more? Push right through that closed door. What does it mean to be sorry for something that can't be undone? So sorry that you didn't try and try, but sorry just ain't quite enough. Oh, what does it mean to be hungry? Hungry and hunting and wild, and only the best will allow you to rest. You'll be hungry again come the morning time. Should you take another turn? Can you find another way? Should you talk to yourself a little more? Push right through that closed door. Oh, what does it mean to be lost? You can't find your way on a map. You took the wrong turn, forgot where you came from, and now there ain't no going back.
So today we're at Evers in St. Cloud, Florida. They have all kinds of wood mulch and flagstones and rocks and stepping stones, pavers, all that kind of stuff. So big yard full of that, and that's what I'm here to load up on today. Probably gonna get anywhere from 500, 600, 700, maybe 800 pounds of rock straight in the back of the Jeep. We'll see how she holds up. We'll see how she handles with all that weight in the back. That's why we did the shock upgrade, because that's what I found. So let's see what kind of mischief we can get into here. right, let's take a look at what we got loaded up in here. And we'll take a walk around. We got 7 buckets full of rock. We got 215 pounds at the back here of flagstone. And yeah, it's holding up as far as how far down it's squatted. Not too shabby. It's holding up, holding up. We're at a little bit of an incline there. Let's see how she handles.
Now we ride to freedom.